Hey collectors, Anthony from HNE here, and today we're looking at Power Rangers Cross Cobra Kai Lightning Collection, Morphed Johnny Lawrence Black Boar Ranger, and a Skeleputty. Now, I didn't have like a normal Black Ranger, but I also like Cobra Kai, so I figured what the heck. I'm not worried about who the character is, more than just having that Ranger color. But before we take a look at these guys, let's look at the box. Now, these boxes were all paper, so there's paper inserts, paper bags that these guys are stored in, and then their accessories in a separate bag. So nothing too fancy, no need to really show it. There's no decorations or anything worthy of mentioning. But Johnny, as you see on the left here, is actually in his mask, but he did come with his head, and it's a pretty good likeness. And the putty, I switched the fist out. Actually, I switched both fists out, as a matter of fact. But, yeah, that is that for that. And let's start with the putty. He is basically a recolor of the normal putty because all of the items, like, he comes with, let me just take this off. He comes with this blast effect, which, you know, his fist goes in and gives him, like, a dynamic punch thing. Comes with this blast effect that goes on his chest, like an impact is happening to him. Different colors, but the same build and everything. Comes with this fist, which I switched this fist from. So it actually comes in wearing this fist, and you can see the difference. Open fist, closed fist. He has no weapons, so you know there was no sense of not keeping his fist on. And then he got this fist, like he's angry or he's asking for more soup. I don't know what he needs that fist for, but he's open hands. He's angry. All the bad guys seem to have him. Of course, I can also stick him into this weapon fist, but, you know, he doesn't have weapons. So, if you may remember the scene from Cobra Kai, they came around on Halloween wearing skeleton costumes, so that's the gist of this thing here. And, of course, he has the Cobra Kai symbol on his back. And, so articulation, head actually goes up and down here. It's kind of a rare thing to see sometimes, left and right. And elbow bend, and because of the way his arm attaches, he can of course alter his lower arm, I guess. And then there is a bend in his upper arm. My arm doesn't bend like that. Anyway, a little bit of an ab crunch. He spins on the top here. He does kind of this, no real backwards, but he does a decent side to side, but it's no Van Damme, trust me. His toes forward and back, really tight. There's no, I mean, there is a side to side, but it's kind of on a weird pivot. I don't know how else to explain that. Although, whatever that is on the bottom there. This is the way you opened them, like, right before I did this, so I don't know what that is. It's like some paint with some serial numbers on it. But other than that, I mean, wow, this arm is really loose. Just right here at the top point. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. Anyway. So, I mean, decent enough. Just a heavy duty. It's just a repaint of the other putty. And let's put him back over here. And we'll get to the feature here. This is Johnny as the Black Boar. And that is pretty neat. He's got Eagle Fang on the back here. But otherwise, he looks like the Black Boar Ninja Ranger from like the movie. And of course got the bendy arms, goes up. This stuff up here is hard, but it doesn't seem to be in the way. This here is soft because, as I mentioned, you can switch the head. Here is his head. So, and I should also mention that he has a fist punchy bit, so you can do it on one of his hands. I'll show you right here. See? And, of course, he came with two other hands. Here is one that looks kind of like what Daniel did to him during the first movie, I think. He was like, eh, and then he honked his nose. And then, of course, the other left hand, which is, again, the bad guy, I will get you and your little dog, too, you know. Anyway, but he's a good guy, so it's weird that he has that hand. So, of course, he has the upper hand movement as well, the wrists left and right, back and forth. And leg goes out a little bit better than the putty for sure, although not too much. No Van Damme here. Upward leg movement. I mean, basically all the same thing the putty can do. So it's not a real shock here. There's really no backwards movement. So legs, they have the upper ankle and forward and back, and somewhat slight of a pivot, but otherwise pretty decent. I'm trying to find a good like pose for his arms, but I'm like, I don't know. It just seems like his arm is a little bit more segmented than others. Like, I mean, I guess they're kind of the same, except I guess Johnny's arm isn't as, well, no, actually, it looks just as bulky. Just, I guess the black makes it less obvious. Yeah. I mean, they stand about the same height. So, I mean, if it's like any other toy factory, you know, they use the same molds over and over again and just make the colors different. But I did not collect the LaRussa set or the other kid who apparently is playing Blue Beetle in the theaters. Go figure. I grabbed these guys because I think Johnny's the hero of the movie and the TV show. And he's like one of those anti-hero things. And I like Venom and Deadpool, so what the heck. So, I mean, definitely interesting set. And I like mixing it up. That's why my, you know, Power Rangers are primarily the Ninja Turtle version. And then the colors I don't have for them, or regular Ranger versions, I'll mix up with other crossovers that I like. So, if you're into this type of stuff, definitely worth getting. With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on these items. Did you get them? And how was your experience with them? Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.